Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's video. Actually, our first of probably many Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's cast list and episode summary videos. This really is kicking off the era of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's. I guess it won't be officially kicked off until 8 days from now when the first episode will go live. Still no word on whether we're going to have a simulcast or not via Crunchyroll. Things are not looking great in that department, especially with everything going on in the world right now and a lot of workplaces not being operational. So we will see. We're waiting on news on that. Right now we don't have any news, and this is not a situation where, oh, no news is good news. No, we definitely want some news to see if we're going to get a simulcast on 7's, but right now we're just all kind of in the dark and hoping for the best. But for the cast list, DMC, huge thank you to him. It's probably been about half a year since I've given him a shout out, which I usually do every single week on this channel because he always is the man who translates the cast lists and the summaries. And I will say, the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, the first cast list, the first episode summary, we haven't gotten a big batch for the month of April or anything like that. The first summary and cast list is a little underwhelming. I mean, it's everything that we've already gotten to this point, almost word for word. So they kind of used what the first episode summary is to give a preview of the entire show. And so we're going to go right into it. If you've been keeping up with 7's news, you've probably heard this exact summary. Oda Yugioh dreams of chasing the rigid and restrictive dueling world with his inventions, which he calls roads. One day, Yugioh learns about a legend from Rook, his classmate from the next class over, who wants to become Duel King. The two of them arrive at a mysterious monument and find the hologram man waiting for them. In order to be recognized as the Duel King, Yugioh must win within the time limit and install the new rules. And of course, the hologram man, based on the trailer, or at least the preview of episode 1 that we saw, seems to be using a very OG duel disc. He's going to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. We know Blue Eyes is appearing in this episode, and he looks a lot like the legendary and infamous Seto Kaiba. Whether he's based off of Seto Kaiba, whether they will outright state that or not, remains to be seen, but he definitely does bear resemblance to Seto Kaiba. And the cast list, the people that will be speaking: Oda Yugioh, Kamijo Tatsuhisa, who is Luke or Rook. I guess there's kind of been a debate whether it will be Luke or Rook. We'll have to wait for the first episode to get definitive word on that. So Getsu Gakuto, Kirishima Roman, Hologram Man, and then I believe two new characters here, Endo Riku and Kobayakawa Katsu. I believe those are two new characters. Correct me if I'm wrong. Interestingly enough, when I looked up Kobayakawa Katsu's voice actor page on Anime News Network or just on Google, this is actually the first anime that he is credited in. So this could be the debut of Uba Shunpai, the voice actor for Katsu. What two characters will these be remains to be seen, but we are going to have two characters that we don't really know too much about speak in this episode. Then we have the drone, which is going to be the drone that's probably in Yugioh's apartment, and extras. Not much to take there. If you want to look up the voice actors for the extras, it's a guy voice actor and a girl voice actor. Again, I wouldn't take too much from that. I wouldn't look too deep there. The script is being done by the man who is in charge of series composition. The only other Yu-Gi-Oh! History that he has is he scripted Zexal episode 28. That is literally it. Besides Zexal episode 28, which is just kind of a random episode, he has not done anything Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. It really is fresh blood working on series composition, which honestly gets me excited. I'm interested to see what he's going to bring to the table. As of now, though, there's nothing new. I'm not going to really speculate too much because it's the first episode. The only thing that this definitively confirms 100% that maybe was just a very, very easy to assume thing is that Yugioh and the Hologram Man will be dueling in the first episode. I think most of us probably knew that was going to happen. This definitively confirms it. So that will be a duel in the first episode, which is going to be the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Since Arc 5 that had a duel in the first episode. Because remember, Vrains, the previous show, had no duel in the first episode. They just kind of used it for world building, which I liked quite a bit. So hopefully we still get a good amount of that in the first episode, but it's going to take a while to build up this world. And man, if there is a genuine straight up reference to Seto Kaiba in this first episode, that would be absolutely incredible. I am really excited, guys. Hopefully we will get more on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Maybe we will get more summaries. Maybe we will get more news on characters or anything behind the scenes for 7s. But I will say, this really is the beginning of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s era, not just for Yu-Gi-Oh! But for my channel as well. A lot of my uploads are going to be based around Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, episode reviews, cast lists, summary discussions, any news that comes out, whether it's openings or endings. The Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s Up, which is a podcast I do with my friends, will be pertaining to each and every Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s episode. So if Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s really does annoy you and you're not a fan of the show, at least in the early going, you don't plan to watch it, and you don't want your feed to be spammed with Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s videos, then you are more than welcome to unsub or hide my channel, because going forward, whether it'll be a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is going to be a dominant talking point on this channel. But guys, I am optimistic and I am excited to see what this anime holds. Less than a week, well, really a week until this series premieres. Thank you all so much for watching, and let me know all your thoughts going into 7s down below. And a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons Alexa Baker, Glen McGookin, Jorge Carrillo, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Vincent Van Der Veen, Panther J, Smith620, Jorge Leon, Blue Maiden 28, Jarrett Buller, and Gabe G, and to my Diamond tier patrons Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Sean, and Melinda Phantom, and to my Egyptian God tier patron Syn Cloud. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon, and thank you to everyone who is a channel member. I cannot tell you how much you all help me out, and thank you to everyone who just watches these videos, because without you guys, I would not be able to do this. I will talk to you down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.